Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Cliff from Bear and Bishop Blade Reviews here. Gonna do a video on hunting. Actually, I love hunting season. This is my favorite time of the year. I haven't got to do a whole lot of hunting this year, which I'm really upset about. I went earlier this week, which is why I sound sick, because I am sick. But hunting has always been a big part of my life. I actually learned how to read through hunting magazines with my dad. And so that's something that I've always stuck with my entire life. It's just been a big part of my life growing up, and it's still important to me today. So I thought I would make a video for those of you hunting fans out there and our subscribers of my little hunting setup I have right now. I'm not going to claim that I know everything. I know I don't. This is just what I use. Might not be the best, might be the worst. I don't know. It's all up to opinion, but this is just what I use, and for my tastes, I love it. So, I guess I'll start out, since it's deer season at the moment, with my deer rifle. It is a Remington Woodsmaster 742 30-06 with a Redfield 2x by 7x scope. For those of you that are concerned about safety, so you can see the clip is very empty and there's nothing at all in the chamber, so very safe. This gun I've had for a few years. I haven't done a whole lot of hunting with it just because of how new it is, and it's something that I don't get to do as much as I would like to, but I have taken a couple of deer with this gun, and I just love it. It's such a good gun. I believe they don't make the 742 anymore. My dad has one identical to this one that's older, that he's bought and sold hundreds of guns probably in his lifetime, and that's the one deer rifle that he is stuck with. So yeah, I love it. It's a like I said, it's a 30-06 with a comes standard with a 4-round clip, but we also have a 7-round. Just, you know, 4 in the clip, 1 in the chamber. It should be good. So, but yeah, 30-06 is a great all-around round for North American big game hunting. Like I said, I generally just use it for whitetail because that's pretty much all the big game that there is around where I live and where I hunt. So, although there is rumor in our land in Alabama of there being a skunk ape, or better known as some form of Sasquatch, in the area. So you might hear about one of those around Roanoke and Wedowee, Alabama. So yeah, the 742 Woodsmaster. Still using my webcam, so I'll try to get the whole thing in. It's beautiful gun, functions wonderfully. Really happy with it. I think it'll take a lot for me to replace this as my primary deer and other medium to large game hunting rifle because it's just great. So 742, 30-06, Woodsmaster, Remington, excellent, good, yes. So that is my deer rifle. I guess next I will show you my shotgun that I use for everything. Basically, it's my Charles Daly 12 gauge. It is chambered to fit up to 3-inch shells. So I'll show you there's nothing in the chamber at all. For the money, I'm extremely impressed with Charles Daly shotguns. I've never had this gun to jam, and yes, it is a semi-automatic, as you can tell by the lack of a pump. Yeah, this is my Charles Daly 12 gauge. It came with 3 chokes. I believe the one in it right now is the modified choke, and it patterns wonderfully. I've been tempted to take the choke out so I can use some slugs in it for deer hunting, but I've just decided against it. You know, the choke works so well that I just don't really feel the need to change it. So yeah, I use the Charles Daly for small game at the moment, squirrel, rabbit, such as that. Although I really think it's a great all-around shotgun. There's enough variety of loads for the 12 gauge that I could get something small enough for things like squirrel to, things big enough to take down deer and other animals. So it's a good all-around gun. It's pretty long, actually. I don't exactly know the barrel length. This was given to me as a Christmas present a long time ago. I'm not as gun savvy as I am knife savvy, so I can't give you technical specs. I just wanted to make this video because I thought it might interest some of you. But yeah, Charles Daly, 12 gauge, very light shotgun, very great, all purpose, awesome gun. Oh, one thing, it does come standard for a 3-round capacity, 2 in the chamber and one in the chamber and 2 in the tube. Although you can take the tube out, in which case it would hold 8 rounds. So I'd like to do that at some point, but not right now. But yeah, that is my shotgun. I've been using shotguns since I started hunting, which was in 2nd grade for me. And I started out with a 28 gauge single shot. And about a week and a half later, my dad bought me a 20 gauge single shot because, like a lot of people, when I started out, I was a terrible shot. And with, at the time, 20 gauge shells being about $2 a box versus the $16 a box that we were paying in some places for 28 gauge shells, it made more sense to buy a new gun, basically. But I've worked my way up to this, and like I said with the 742, I think it's here to stay unless I get something that really changes my mind. So that is my shotgun, my beloved shotgun. I really do. I just love this gun. Another one that I've been carrying, and yes, those are pointed away from me. Another one I've been carrying as a sidearm when I'm hunting, either for protection against, get a lot of coyotes and bobcats and such, but mainly just for a kill gun with a deer. If I get something and it's not completely dead, I don't want to put a big hole in it with my 30-06 again, so I've been carrying this right here. Very old. This was passed down from my grandfather. It is a Ruger 22 single 6. Kind of tricky with this since it's a single action. The cylinder doesn't pop out, so I guess my safety check for you guys will just be to rotate the cylinder around. Working with a webcam, it's kind of tricky. I don't know how well you can see that, but so you can see I'm spinning it around, no brass showing. Do a dry fire. See, we're fine. So I've been carrying this, just like I said, for protection, a kill gun, and also just to get some experience with carrying a pistol, because it's not something I'm really used to. I've only ever owned rifles and shotguns, so want to get some experience with this for when I, can afford to buy my own. It's a great shooting little gun, very accurate too, which I really liked. I took it to the shooting range and got some range timing with it, and I'm really impressed with it just all around. I love this gun. It's got a lot of sentimental value to me, as well as, just the fact that it is a good pistol. So I don't really have a whole lot of other things to say about that, but that I have it and that I like it. So that is my little sidearm. And now we get into the main emphasis of this channel, which is the blades. I always carry a knife everywhere I go. I always have my cold steel scimitar spike on. Not even so much for use while hunting as much as it is just the fact that I carry it all the time, just kind of as a force of habit. So yeah, that's always with me, and it could definitely serve a purpose. I think I might have mentioned in the review I did on it, that belly on there I really think could do well for skinning, so I'll have to test that out once I bag something this year. Always carry again, just one that I always carry, my trusty cold steel Spartan. I carry this because, one, I could implement it is in self-defense if I had to. Self-defense against wild animals, I'd rather not use a knife. For obvious reasons. Sorry, just trying to move stuff out of the way. But for obvious reasons, I'd rather not use a blade in wild animal self-defense. Just, it's impractical. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why it's so hard to say things sometimes. Interesting. Well, it's not interesting. I don't know why I said it was interesting. It's really not. Something I did with my Spartan just because I got tired of the lanyard I had on it. I originally had a full loop that I could slip my hand through and draw, and I kept having issues with it doing this. It's kind of hard to do it now since I fixed the problem almost completely, but when I try to draw it, the lanyard would loop down over the blade and catch it. And I got so tired of that, so I tied a couple of knots on there. I'm able actually now just to loop my pinky through it, draw it up enough to where my hand's completely on it, so when I draw it with the wave function, I'm already holding the knife completely. So just a little mod I made to what I already had. So, I just like it better. So always have that with me. I carried my Gerber profile into the woods with me because I've just been wanting to carry it some more so I can get some experience with it. It's also a stout little knife, so I know that if I needed a little bit of heavy use with a knife, because I don't carry anything that large with me while I'm hunting, I know that I could definitely take care of it with this. And just the blade shape and everything, that belly on there and everything, I think I could use it for some skinning tasks and just a little bit of bushcraft survival-y type stuff. I just said survival-y. I don't know how you people watch this stuff. I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's just a good little knife. I like having it with me because, just the feeling of having a blade at the ready is comforting to everyone. So, oh boy. This is what happens when I get sick. And I never carry it into the woods with me. I shouldn't say never. I haven't yet carried this in the woods with me, but it's always close by. My very hard used and very loved cold steel regular kukri machete. Look at how much I've worn the finish off on that. But yeah, this is just a great all-around tool. I just love it. I need to do a review on this. A review on this is far overdue because it's easily one of my most favorite knives I have. Definitely my favorite large bladed, specifically tool I have. So, need to have a review on this. But like I said, it's always with me. This thing can replace a hatchet in some of my situations. This thing's out-chopped a lot of hatchets I've seen. So, always have it close by to where I can access if I need it. Sometimes I'll stick it on at the four-wheeler or keep it in my truck, which is close enough by to where if I needed it I could get it. But yeah, it's always nice to have. It's a great tool. And the thing that I'm extra excited about bringing into this video is something I'm about to review as soon as this is over. Oh god, I need to wrap up. I'm running out of time. Is what is inside of this box. And since I'm running out of time, I guess I'll just have to show you in the review. So, surprise! Alright guys, well, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the views you've given us. And thank you for everything. Stick around. Stay safe. Enjoy the holidays. And stay tuned. Alright? Take care, everybody.